we are set, ready to rock.
And I'm facing Snaponic.
These guys on your screen, ready to rock as well. Some of the stars
Yeah.
of today's game. And speaking of the game,
Thanks, buddy.
let's get right to it.
Thanks, bud. Yeah. What am I music? I guess Pandora.
They played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants
I guess you
and
just
Patriots
okay,
are
whatever.
underway again. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
We
always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run,
oh my god.
first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Jesus, dude.
Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now it's Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Isolate Hopkins on the left side, and he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right, and his first pass is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the... Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big return will get it.
Live on the leverage. I kind of got built right there, but I also kind of got kicked. So.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, he knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Dancing to his left. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kamar Aiken, a 24-yard touchdown. Pats have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
8 yards there and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there.
Let's go,
just
man.
Find the soft spot, find the dead zone,
Good day.
and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So 2nd and 10 here. And the wideout in motion. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space
Leave
game.
inside.
Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left.
Let's go, man.
Chuck this one up into
Good pressure.
row B. It's incomplete.
Plays where everything went right except the finish. Got out of trouble, found a receiver downfield, but it fell incomplete.
Now Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's
Man, dude, I hate
a
playmaking.
gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger.
Where's my hard flat, man?
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Big Ben going to take it himself. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. David Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
In motion left goes Allen. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Here we go now. Aiken, the man in motion. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he's
That was a risk for us.
after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Aiken, the man in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the right side to Aiken. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. The ball comes out.
The ball, LA. I had a dog, man.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. It's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Aiken, the man in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken.
Dot.
Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point.
And he is in.
Let's go, Gurley.
Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he puts it through. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's got a man complete.
Are you kidding me, dude?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 34 yards. And it's first down, New York. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 35 that time. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
That was my bad. Oh, what? What? That was a catch, man.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. 7 yards on the play. It'll be third down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that
Oh my god, that flat route is so dumb, man.
Silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. The New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Let's go, man.
Zach Brown. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, it's McCoy. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They get him that time.
That's such a stupid blitz. I'm even sliding right is not again the
Loss of 4. And Myers able to knock it through. Moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Fresh set of downs here. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spot.
I'm not even going to ask what happened to Champ Bailey right there, but, you know.
And when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the line.
Pick up there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Come on.
Keep it, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Calling a gain of a cup. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger.
Nope. Let's go, man.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got
What?
Touchdown.
Play some D, man.
DeAndre Hopkins from 8 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll lose
Hold your block, dude.
Back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the back goes into motion. Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back there in Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Now, Barney. Detroit.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Right back for
That was a terrible read. That was a garbage read.
The Patriots come up empty on
I panicked, man.
And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
If I would have waited, I would have. I don't
And a
know.
great spot to start this.
I'm not sure if that guy was actually coming in or not.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And he's going to be
Make him fumble, yo.
scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going.
Come on,
You
yo.
gotta figure now they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger surveying the field. And
Fine, let's go, dude.
Ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try to
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all
Alright,
right now. There's a look
dude.
of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The slot man in motion right. He's back to throw. And Allen's got it. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, New England.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. He'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their
Over
first. They've
and
got 2 more
over
to use here in the
again.
final stages. Back to throw. And he'll be hit.
Thank you for not fumbling. Thank you.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right? The overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Now back to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to gain the first. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside.
And, oh, a crusher there. As
Why did I throw that? I'm such an idiot, man.
And a big turnover there as his guys
Good
will
user.
get the football back. And New York set to take the field.
If I can get a
They have
fumble,
the lead,
man.
obviously late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Oh, Roethlisberger gonna throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to be a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that's good for a New England 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Good. No, check, Patriot. Let's go.
He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down.
I threw this game away, man. I could have easily won it, man.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let
Let me
a
look at
loss
that
beat you
again.
twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
Yeah, like, one, that was a horrible animation for me, and two, that was a horrible read. Oh my, I'm such an idiot, man. Yeah, 'cause this guy, what's his name anyways? Oh, boy. He was gonna play the underneath route, which would have left. Oh my god. I would, oh my god. I feel so stupid.